all I see all over the internet is, oh my goodness, the federal government hates small business and they're banning DJI drones, and I'm being forced to have American drones. Yeah, yeah, you're an American company. Why not use American drones? Now, to that point, it's going to take a little bit. So calm down, stop crying, and get over it. That's right. I said it. Get over it because it's not going to change. If anything, before the end of 2026, all of your DJIs, you won't be using them at all. Hey, welcome back to the channel. I'm Baz. I really wanted to talk about the American manufacturing. We're trying to spool it all up, what it really means, and what is it really going to take to get it going so we can actually backfill the drone industry and what China's basically had a monopoly on for the last 10 years. The big key factor here, supply chain. That's the first thing we have to fix. I know there's people crying and they're talking about, we're banning Chinese drones and I can't have my small business. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You just need to think outside the box, and you're not. You're not at all. You're just comfortable in your little setting and having these really cheap drones made in China. Well, guess what? It's over with. It's over with. Get over it. And it's never coming back. Not for a very, very long time. So, what can you do? Well, you can actually start helping. You can start manufacturing drones, American drones. But before that, and a lot of Americans are doing this, but before that, you need, and we, excuse me, need to get the supply chain fixed. I speak many times a year all around the United States when it talks about 4.0, Industry 4.0, American manufacturing revolution. And the biggest thing that I see other speakers and people in the audience that aren't talking about is the supply chain. Yeah, we have to fix the supply chain to get manufacturing going, then streamline manufacturing, just like China did, and then move forward. That's it. It seems very simple, but it's not. It's going to take a lot, and you need to support it. As an American company, as an American drone company, you need to support it, or you're just going to go under. That's the bottom line. Sorry. That is it. Now, what are the big supply chain like points that are really tough to get? Well, we have batteries, lithium. You know, China owns what, 95% of the lithium mines in the world. And then we have motors. That's another thing. When it comes to motors, it's not actually making the motor, it's the rare earth magnet. That is the choke point. So, what do we do in the meantime? Well, we still have chips, we still have, electronic boards, we still have injection molding, we have a lot to go through. And yeah, China's a good 10 years ahead of us. And that's because they don't have cheap labor. It's because they streamlined all of their manufacturing and made it automated. They use robots. I know Americans don't like that because they're like, oh, you need to give some factory worker $25 an hour to put this in a box. No, it's not going to happen. It's not. Get over it. It's going to be robots that do this. And that is how we're really going to get that. But when we get back to supply chain, we need chips. We need more people thinking outside the box. We don't need people sitting here complaining that they can't get something so cheap. Well, guess what? It's not there. So sit in your garage, make a small business, start making small circuit boards, start making cheap American drones in your garage. If you go to brianlongceo.com, I have tons of products that are talking about this, and I've done all the hard work to help you out. Now, I actually have a product coming out that's just going to be for American companies being a part of that supply chain. You don't have to make the drone. You can make the small parts to supply to those drone manufacturers. And I promise you, you will make a ton of money. A ton of money. Just just get there. So we are working on it. We're getting chips here in the United States. Yes, we still have like Thailand, Singapore, South Korea, Japan, things like that. But it's gonna take time. But we have to work together. Stop complaining. Now, you can complain all you want. It's not going to do anything for you. Nothing for you, except for you're just some dude on the internet or woman complaining. I'm sorry, and not sorry because you're not helping the solution. You're not providing a solution at all. So we're going to get this going. They're opening up more minds. Everything in the United States. We're really working on it and be a part of the solution, not the problem. Okay? Hey, if you like what we're talking about, subscribe, like, share what we're talking about. And I really want to hear down in the comments what you think is a good solution to the supply chain for American domestic drone manufacturing. What are your ideas? Let's hear them. Instead of just complaining, like what are the solutions? I want to hear the solutions because I put up solutions all the time at brianlongceo.com, and people look at them, they purchase the products, and then they join our mentorship groups and they just complain, and I'm like, no, it's got to take a minute. So let's hear what you have, and I look forward to seeing your comments, and thanks a lot. I'll see you at the top.